Danny, a few days on from Saturday's defeat against Grimsby Town, what are your main takeaways from that one?
A disappointing day, we know that. I think it's probably our worst performance of the season, in and out of possession. But again, we've been on a good little run, so yes, we've got to debrief it, we've got to look at it, try and analyse where we've gone wrong and why that's happened. But we won't overthink it, we can't affect Grimsby now, we've now just got to, all roads kind of lead towards Lincoln now. So it was frustrating because I think obviously with a few of the games being off, it could have been a real opportunity for us to put a little bit of daylight between ourselves and a team, or get closer to other teams. So yeah, that was disappointing as well. But again, I think the run we've been on, it shows obviously that we're making steps in the right direction when we're disappointed with the likes of Saturday. So again, we know that we can be better in all departments. So we've just got to now dust ourselves down and get a reaction for Tuesday night.
Uncharacteristic from what we've seen, largely speaking, from this group so far this season, and you could tell just how much the lads were hurting as a result of Saturday's performance.
Yeah, definitely. I think that's something we've prided ourselves on this season, is the work rate, the endeavour, the nasty side of football that we are hard to play against, and that on Saturday wasn't there, and for whatever reason. But again, that's something that the gaffer and the staff will have a look at and see if we can kind of get to the bottom of why it was like that. But they're hurting. They're an honest group. We've said that from day one. They are hurting. None of them like losing, and now it's a chance for them now to get a reaction straight away with a game just literally around the corner in a cup competition.
Bounce back ability is spoken about a lot in football. How important is it for the lads to do just that tomorrow night?
Yeah, it's massive, and I think for me, there's bounce back ability in not just in games from game to game, it's during matches as well. Everyone makes mistakes on a pitch. How quickly can you bounce back and make sure that one mistake doesn't lead to 2, 3, 4, 5? And that's a real strong characteristic to have in a player, is that you know that, yeah, he might make a mistake, but you know he's going to bounce back. He's not going to overthink it. He's going to give you the reaction you need. And I think, again, that's now leading towards Tuesday. That is something that we need, and we fully expect that we will get a reaction, because, as you've said there, it is uncharacteristic of the players to put in the performance they did on Saturday and things like that, because we know they can be so much better, and they know that as well. So look, we'll look at it, like as I keep saying, but we'll make sure that we're ready for Tuesday night.
It's the third time we've reached the Vertu Trophy Round of 32 stage since 2016-17, which presents ourselves with a really exciting opportunity.
Yeah, it is, and it's obviously, we spoke earlier in the competition, this is a chance for any team to get to Wembley, and you get through this one and you're another step closer. Obviously there's revenue coming into the club, and then there's opportunities for players to obviously play 90 minutes of football in a cup competition. So there's loads of positives about the game tomorrow night, and as you say, it is a competition that you take seriously. Some clubs don't, which that's up to them, but we're now into a position where we're through the group stages, and you're getting closer to Wembley with every game that comes around.
You talk about those incentives. Is that something that's in the backs of your mind and the players' minds as the game approaches?
I think any incentive is you want to win a football match, and that's no different from playing Grimsby here on Saturday to playing Lincoln tomorrow night. You want to win every football match, and if you don't have that mentality, you're in the wrong business. So I think for us, we go into every match, we want 3 points. Yes, we'll get it at times, we won't get it over times, and that's no different in cup competitions. We'll be going into tomorrow night wanting to get the victory to get us through to the next stage of the competition. One, it gets you closer to Wembley, gives you more revenue coming into the football club, and as you say, it's another victory in the competition.
We top the group, meaning we've been rewarded with a home tie. How important is it to use that to our advantage?
Yeah, I think obviously any away game on a Tuesday night is never ideal, and that'll be the same for Lincoln. We've got a great backing from the fans this season, and I can't sing the praises high enough. I think they've been absolutely tremendous, home and away, but the way they've stuck with the group of players and the manager and the staff, it's been absolutely tremendous. And like you say, for them to carry on, keep getting them behind us, it's vitally important. And like you say, Saturday that we've kind of looked at now and put that to bed, we've now got to give them the reaction as well as the football club, because we want to be successful by getting through to the next stage of the cup competition.
So Lincoln, the visitors, 9th currently in League One. They'll be bang up for it, which presents a big challenge for the group, but one we can rise to.
Yeah, definitely. It's a massive challenge for us. They're a high-flying team. They've got lots of resources. They've got players in abundance, and like you say, they'll make changes. We fully expect them to make changes throughout the squad as they have done in the earlier rounds. But again, we've got this squad depth that gives them that real opportunity to do that and rotate. So, and we know it's going to be a tough challenge. They're a good outfit. They play good football. They can mix it up. They've got high energy, and we need to match that first and foremost. And then we need to really impose ourselves on the game and play to our strengths. And because there is weaknesses there, like, as there is in any other team, and we've got to try and exploit them as much as we can to make sure we come out with a positive result.
We talk about the challenge. Given our levels of performance and considering we already beat Wigan Athletic from League One in this competition already, we can approach the game with a degree of confidence, can't we?
You've got to go into every game with confidence, and like I say, we've probably come off. I say it again, we've come off back of probably the worst performance of the season, and your confidence can take a hit, but you've got to go into every game expecting to get a result. You've got to go in there with belief that you can go and get a result, and if you can put the energy and the effort in that I know that the group of players has got, there's no reason we can't go and get a result. And as you've said there, we've already done that by beating the likes of Wigan in the competition and securing ourselves the top place. So we've got to go in there and take the game to them. We're on our home pitch, we have all fans behind us, and we've got to make sure that we make the game about us.
And finally, how are we looking numbers-wise ahead of tomorrow night?
Yeah, all good. We didn't pick up any injuries at the weekend, so still the same squad to pick from. And as we've said to the players, whoever's the starting 11 is tomorrow night, you've got an opportunity. You need to show that endeavour, the energy that we want to see. Give the manager a headache that he can't leave you out of that starting 11 come Saturday as well. So there's got to be a fight for positions. You've got to make sure that you give yourself that opportunity that the manager's got a real headache to make before Saturday.